Next, we have the University of Central Florida Knights in the 4th season under coach Gus Malzahn. UCF, who had been a bowl team pretty consistently for a long time, fell back to 4-8 this year. After going 6-7 last year, it was their second straight losing season under Gus Malzahn, which prompted him to, even though they didn't fire him, he left to take an offensive coordinator job in the offseason, and he went to Florida State. So you knew things were bad.
The Gus bus left town and no one wanted to ride.
Yeah. Much like a lot of these teams we've seen here in the Big 12, they got off to a good start. They were 3-0 to start the season. But then after that, they only won one game, and that was over Arizona in the next 9. As usual, under a Gus Malzahn offense, they were really good running the football. They were 5th in the country, but their passing game was bad, 97th. They were really led by running back R.J. Harvey. He had 1,500 yards and 22 touchdowns. Absolutely fantastic, but also absolutely the entire team. Like, this dude was it for them. And in researching, about their season, some of their fans were like, can you imagine what our season would have been without him in the backfield? Because it would have just been bad. Their defense was serviceable. It was 37th in the country, but scoring-wise, they were 82nd in the country. And that's because of turnovers, where they finished 115th in the country in turnover margin. They tried some midseason coaching changes, replacing the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator, but it didn't work. This was their first time missing a bowl game since 2015. And if you look back, that 2015 season was when Scott Frost was the coach there, who's ironically coming back. And that year they went winless.
Another retread.
Yeah. But that year, that 2015 year, they went winless. They went 0-12 that year. And since that year, they'd been to a bowl game every season since then up until this year. So Gus Malzahn got the heck out of Dodge. It'll be a new regime next year. But this was a bad year for them. I gave them a grade of a D.
Yeah, pretty terrible season. It looked like there would be some promise after beating TCU, but then they crapped the bed the rest of the year, losing all but one of their remaining games. The interesting thing, though, is most of their losses were pretty close. Like they weren't blown out in any of the games except for maybe Colorado. You might be able to call that a blowout. It was more than 20 points, but still just not a good season. Gus Malzahn's not helping his career very much here, but somehow they hired him at Florida State. Don't know if that's going to help him very much, but we'll see. So I ended up giving him a D as well.
So their record grade for the season was a C-. And for the Nitro Show final grade for the UCF Knights in 2024 is a D.